What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, and daily news report. Lots going on right now as millions of people are waiting on the Social Security Administration to send over the deposits and the checks for the $1,400. If you didn't catch my video at 11 p.m. last night Eastern Time, you should catch that because the Social Security Administrator is in hot water over the Social Security delays. I'll link you to that video at the end of this video if you haven't seen it yet. It's a must watch. But we got lots of stimulus to talk about today. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates. Hit the like button for us and let's jump right in. The eviction moratorium for renters is set to expire at the end of this month, March 31st, unless the Biden administration, President Biden, and or the CDC do something about it. And hopefully that will happen, with the CDC likely to extend eviction moratorium for millions of people behind on rent. As you can see here, the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, and Prevention has taken a key step toward extending an order aimed at preventing evictions during the pandemic. The CDC order is currently set to expire now in 3 days at the end of March. Housing advocates have warned for months that allowing this protection for renters to lapse would spark a tsunami of evictions, putting upward of 1 million people out of their homes instantly. The CDC has now sent a proposal to the Office of Management and Budget for regulatory review. The CDC hasn't responded to a request for comment yet, and the listing on the OMB site doesn't indicate how long the CDC might extend the eviction order for. The move doesn't mean absolutely that the agency will extend the order, but that now appears likely. So all eyes are on President Joe Biden to see if he will extend this presidential executive order for the eviction moratorium now within the next 72 hours. If not, then millions of people will be vulnerable to evictions for past due rent. And well, we'll have to see what happens. I will keep you up to date on this. Lots of people are talking about a basic universal income program that is currently being tested in 40 different cities in the United States, including Oakland, California, and Stockton, California, where they will pay several hundred families per city in this test $500 with a no string attached universal income. $500 every single month to low income families across the United States in 40 different cities. This comes as the third stimulus check package, President Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus check package that has now passed, does have another form of universal basic income that a lot of people are calling this as the child income tax credits. You know, the $3,000 to $3,600 child income tax credits that have been expanded from President Donald Trump's era. Although President Biden can't take all the credit for this, former President Donald Trump and his daughter Ivanka Trump doubled the child income tax credit from $1,000 to $2,000 per child. This goes to the parents. It used to be as low as $500, and before that didn't even exist. So this child income tax credit has gone from $0 per child to $500 per child to $1,000 per child to $2,000 per child underneath former President Donald Trump to now $3,000 to $3,600 underneath President Biden. Many people are saying that this is a form of universal basic income for parents, as you will be receiving $3,000 per child ages 6 through 17. Again, this is per child. So if you have 3 children, you'll be receiving $9,000 or $3,600 for children under the age of 6. Or if you have 3 children under the age of 6, that would be $10,800 if my mental math is correct. You can let me know if I'm wrong down below in the comments. So how does this child income tax credit work? Well, normally it works is that you would basically get a tax credit or a refund for that amount on your tax returns. So basically next year for your 2021 tax returns, you would be receiving, let's just say that your tax return was zero and you got no refund, but you didn't owe them any money. And let's say you also had 3 children over the age of 6 for simplicity. You would be receiving a $3,000 refund per child, basically, as opposed to getting $0 as a tax refund. So you'd be getting a $9,000 refund. This is a refundable tax credit. And well, the IRS is trying to set up a payment plan so that they can pay the parents of this $250 to $300 per month per child for 1 year, starting as early as a few months from now, if they can set it up. There's a lot of questions on that because the IRS says they're completely behind, and they have 25 million tax returns sitting there alone, which are completely delayed, along with the stimulus checks that they're trying to get out, the $1,400, and well, the Social Security Administration, the delayed 30 million stimulus checks have now just been sent to the IRS, and they're scrambling trying to get those out. More details on that here in a minute. But this child income tax credit that now is expanded underneath President Biden, was expanded underneath President Trump, is a form of universal basic income. The government is basically giving you $3,000 to $3,600 for each child that you have, and they actually want to pay it to you in monthly payments as $300 to $250 per month. So $250 per month for a year for children over the age of 6 equals $3,000, or $300 per month for a year would be $3,600 for children under the age of 6. If they can't get it done by the summer, they also could pay it to you in quarterly payments, so say $900 a time uh, per quarter, or they could pay it to you just in the simple one lump sum on your tax return next year. So I'll keep you updated on them trying to set up this payment plan, which would get the money to you faster. And if there's going to be possibly a one lump sum of the first 6 months of the year, January through June, paid in July, so you could get $1,500 to $1,800 in a one lump sum per child. So if you have 10 children, there's no limit on this, just like the $1,400 stimulus checks. That's in addition to the $1,400 stimulus checks that are for adults and for children. And the real question is that will this universal basic income that's already kind of happening with the child income tax credits, or the child stimulus checks that a lot of people call them, will that continue with more forms of stimulus in the near future? The big news that broke this week is a fourth stimulus check proposal from Democratic Representatives Rashida Tlaib and Representative Jayapal that introduces a bill for $2,000 stimulus checks, then $1,000 reoccurring stimulus checks per month until 1 year after the pandemic ends. And a lot of the naysayers say, well, something like this would never happen. But honestly, it's already happening with the child income tax credits of $3,000 to $3,600 per child per year. Oh, and by the way, there's already rumors that in the next stimulus package, the infrastructure package that the Democrats are going to probably pass with the reconciliation process, says Senator Bernie Sanders, that they're also considering already expanding this child income tax credit past 1 year and expanding it to go for several more years. We don't know the details on this yet, but we actually have heard rumors, and it has been reported by the Washington Post and other news outlets that they're thinking about expanding this for more than just 1 year, for several years out, the child income tax credit, along with a lot of other things such as free community college and free preschool for children, because you have to pay to go to preschool before kindergarten. So they're already considering other stimulus measures such as free preschool and free community college for anybody that wants to go that meets below certain income requirements. So the real question is, since we have so many Democrats pushing for monthly reoccurring stimulus checks in the next package or two, will we see that happen like we're already seeing happen with the child income tax credits, or the $3,000 to $3,600 per child per year, with a monthly stimulus check of $250 to $300 per child per month? And honestly, a lot of Democrats are pushing for this, and frankly, the Republicans really don't have anything to say about it. Of course, they're all going to say no because that's just how they are. They voted no on the third stimulus check package in the House and the Senate. We didn't see a single Republican vote yes on the third stimulus check package. And well, Senator Bernie Sanders, who is the Senate budget chairman, the person in charge of the reconciliation process in the Senate and considered Joe Biden's right hand man, says that they already are planning to have to use the reconciliation process for the next stimulus package, the infrastructure package. And President Biden says that they plan to unveil this next stimulus package as early as next week. So the real question is, they're going to unveil this as early as next week. Bernie Sanders says they're planning to use the reconciliation process. And we have dozens of Democratic lawmakers pushing for not just one stimulus check in the next package, but multiple monthly reoccurring stimulus checks in the next package. Could it happen? Because the Democrats are probably going to pass this package completely on their own, anyways. And we know that they can include a fourth stimulus check in the package and pass it through reconciliation because, well, that's how the third stimulus check package got passed completely on their own. Just Democrats voted yes on it. No Republicans voted yes. They passed it through the reconciliation process, and it did include a $1,400 third stimulus check, as well as the child income tax credits that are likely going to be paid out in monthly increments of $250 to $300 per month. And if they can't set up the monthly plan, they'll just pay it to you in a one lump sum of $3,000 to $3,600 per child with no limit. So if they're already doing this kind of for children, the real question is, will they continue to do this for everybody else? Will they set up a monthly reoccurring stimulus check until the pandemic is over? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and let me know, do you want to see this happen, or do you think that it's just too much and it shouldn't be done? And that's that. Also, I'm seeing more and more people, especially people on Social Security, that are saying now that the IRS Get My Payment tool does have some information for them. I'm seeing a lot of people say that their $1,400 third stimulus checks, if you haven't received them yet, is pending for March 31st, which we're expecting to see another round of direct deposits go out this upcoming Wednesday, March 31st. And I'm also seeing the other most common date is April 2nd to have stimulus checks pending. Mostly I'm seeing paper checks for April 2nd and direct deposits for March 31st, which is this Wednesday, which makes total sense because the last two rounds of direct deposits for the $1,400 went out last Wednesday and the Wednesday before. So it would make sense that they would do it again this Wednesday. So I'm expecting to see a lot of Social Security recipients receive direct deposits this Wednesday. I think this will probably be the last direct deposit day. Everything else will be sent through the mail, the United States Postal Service, with stimulus checks and debit cards in the mail. If you're not in Social Security or underneath that Social Security umbrella, it's likely that number one, you're probably going to receive your stimulus check through the mail via paper check or direct or debit card in the mail. If you're not on Social Security, that's the highest likelihood that you're going to get it in the mail. The other thing is that, and again, even if you're on direct deposit and you haven't got it yet and you're not on Social Security, you're probably going to get it in the mail. A lot of people are getting debit cards and paper checks in the mail, even though they're set up for direct deposit. So please keep that in mind. If you're on direct deposit and you haven't got it yet, very likely that you could receive it in the mail if you're not on Social Security. If you're on Social Security this Wednesday, I believe they're going to be sending out another round of direct deposits, so you're likely to get it then. Also, the other reason you might not have gotten it if you're not on Social Security or any of the Social Security programs, SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB, would be that you file your taxes with Tax Act or TurboTax tax. I am seeing some delays for TurboTax users and Tax Act users. But besides that, it's very likely that your check is in the mail or will be in the mail soon, and it could be a debit card in the mail as well. So please keep your eyes open. Also, let our viewers know if the IRS Get My Payment tool shows you pending for an upcoming day or says that you are going to be receiving your check or direct deposit in an upcoming day. I know that a lot of people are still experiencing the unavailable or no information from the IRS Get My Payment tool. And well, I'll keep you up to date with anything else that I see or hear, as obviously I'm doing research for you guys every single day. So I'll be here for you with the latest information on the upcoming rounds of stimulus, as well as the third stimulus check until everybody receives their checks. I'll keep you up to date on everything. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. It's completely free, so you don't miss out on new videos. After subscribing, click the bell icon to all notifications so you get reminder notifications and don't miss out on any videos. New videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also share this video. There's a share button down below with your family and friends. You can share it through text message or Facebook or anything like that. You can click this top video here to watch my video from last night, which goes over why Social Security is in hot water over the delay of these stimulus checks. Watch that if you haven't yet. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA, where I teach people how to do that and replace their 9-to-5 income. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.